Tell me about a children's book with a message that stuck with you until adulthood. I'll go first.
The book is called Giraffes Can't Dance. The story is about this giraffe named Gerald who is incredibly awkward. Every year, the jungle throws this huge dance where all of his friends go and they have a good time, and he wants to participate, but he's sad because he just isn't as coordinated as the rest of his friends. Eventually, he tried to get out there and do his thing, but everybody just laughed at him. Their laughter caused him to rethink everything he knew about himself. He felt so bad he ended up leaving alone. He ends up walking into the clearing alone where he stares at the moon. And he hears, "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. "But sometimes, when you're different, you just need a different song." And so Gerald takes the time to close his eyes and really think about what the cricket said, and he listens to all the beautiful things that nature has to offer. And as he's focusing more on how the music is making him feel, his body starts to sway and move on its own, in ways he could have never imagined. He starts to feel so good, he starts to show off in front of his friends. And when everyone asks him how he did it, this was his reply. He raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We can all dance," he said, "when we find music that we love."
It's been years and I still think about the message from this book all the time. Honestly, the book really reminds me of an incident that happened to me when I was about 16 years old. I had joined this organization called Top Teens of America with lots of Black students. I had gone to a predominantly white school, so this was the first time I was around anyone that actually looked like me. And at the end of the night, they would always have a DJ with mixers that played the top music in the top 20s. And I remember this particular night, I was doing what I had always done, which was to protect the wall. And my friends had actually called me over this time and they said, "Hey, Anika, come join us, come dance with us." And I was just excited for the first time to feel like I was actually included. I bolted over. And as the music is playing and I'm looking around and I'm watching everyone dance, I'm doing my best to imitate what's happening. And I finally feel really comfortable and I start thinking that I'm killing it. I find out that I wasn't, and I ended up getting dragged the rest of the trip, and honestly, up until I graduated high school. Needless to say, I didn't dance in front of groups of people after that. Fast forward several years, and I go to Ecuador, and a part of our immersion program was to take a salsa dancing class. Peak anxiety. I'm stressed because of what had happened previously when I had tried to dance. And I tell, my teacher, I'm like, I can't do this. And he told me to focus less on how I looked and more on how the music made me feel. And as soon as I did that, when I tell you, I had never felt more like alive in my entire life. It was never that I couldn't dance. I just hadn't found the music that spoke to me.